it is time to create templates to support us in our sales process. So we're going to go to Venues, Templates. Now, templates is a full library of all the templates available in Sunis. Please pay attention to the template type. The template type determines where the template can be used, also which tokens are available, and tokens are mail merge fields, so information that's automatically pulled through into your email. Since we're looking at the sales process, we're going to focus on our sales templates at this point. So the first place we're going to go is automatic form reply. This is the email that you can associate with the submission of an external form, either a brochure request form, an inquiry form, a booking form. So be really clear on what that sales process is before you get started here and know which forms you're going to use so you can create your reply for the forms. Now, each form can support one automatic reply per venue. So what that means is if you're using one form to capture all of your inquiries, regardless of the event type, the same email is going to be sent to someone inquiring on a wedding, corporate events, celebration of life, etc. So you need something rather generic. If it's a specific wedding inquiry form, then we can have a specific wedding response. Okay, so think about that as you map your sales process. So under the automatic form reply, that's our template type. So that is determining when it can be used. So these are the only templates you'll be able to choose from when applying a template to a form as the auto reply. Now the name is for your use. So name it what's something meaningful to you. So it could be web form wedding reply or web form corporate reply, something like that. Email subject, this is what the customer sees. This is the subject of the email when they receive it. And then you have your body of your email. So you can, this is obviously being used for test area. You can develop this as you wish. Okay. Now, here's where your tokens are. Tokens are on the lightning bolt icon. These are the automatic information that can be pulled through. So event type, customer names, whatever. So that way the email will say, Dear Sarah, if Sarah submitted the inquiry. You can pull through your logo. You can use tables for different formatting purposes, and then you can type in your message. You can also cut and paste from previous templates that you have externally. If you cut and paste in, it's a pro tip is to highlight it all and make sure it's all the same size and that it's all the same font. And also I would go with a color as well, because sometimes when you paste things in, the underlining code will have a different color associated. It'll look the same, but it will actually be a little different when your customer receives it. And it's hard to trust somebody with your perfect day if they can't get their font colors the same. You can also attach attachments. So you can put on your brochure or whatnot. The list of attachments here are the same list of documents in your venue documents. So remember, your venue documents are your approved email attachment list. So be sure to check out that video if you haven't already. And you can also apply a footer, which footer you want to use. Now, the benefit of having footers created, and let's go visit that real quick. You probably wanted to start there, is you can use the same footer on all of your templates, or you can have department footers. And what this allows you to do is apply this to each of your emails. You can have one for the events team, one for accounts, one for catering, whatnot, individual ones with photos. But you can update them. So let's say you win a wedding venue of the year and you want to put that badge on. You can just add it to your footer, boom, it's on all of your emails. Or you're starting to promote Christmas bookings. You can add your pretty icon about book your Christmas events now. That then can click through to your Christmas event page on your website. So you can update the footer as a marketing tool, so you're only having to update one place versus having to continually update all of your templates. So you can add hyperlinks, so this will go straight to Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, the website, and click here. So you can set all of that up using the links. If it's visually If there's a lot of visuals on it, I recommend utilizing a table to keep things centered, and also test. So there's a kind of funky thing about emails is that underlying all of your emails is HTML, so the code, okay? Now, as your email client receives that code, so be it Yahoo, Gmail, Outlook, whomever, they take that HTML and they interpret it and then present their interpretation of that code. How the email clients interpret that code is not standardized, which means an email presented by a Google or Gmail can look different from something in Hotmail or Yahoo. So it's important to test your emails, and there's a variety of tools online, or you can set up dummy accounts with emails from each of the clients so you can test what your emails look like. Make sure that the images are the correct sizing, that they are centered, that they look correct, and making sure that everything's perfect before you send it to live customers. So once you have that footer, we'll return to the templates, the automatic form reply, and of course you can apply whichever footer is appropriate for that. And you can have multiples of those automatic forms, one for each form you have. Then we have the appointment confirmation. This is the email that will be sent when they use your form for booking a viewing or a meeting. So you could have show round confirmations, you can have meeting confirmations, you can have one that's the email that's sent when they book via your online booking form, the viewing on your online booking form, or one if they just call you up and book it and you can send them an email. So the wording can be different. When you set this up, again, you can put your logo in, you can choose your different footer as you wish, use the tokens to pull through the names, and you could pull through like the appointment, date, and time, which will pull that automatically through. And then also in these viewing confirmation ones, you have the option here. See, please click here to fill in your details. This is for the viewing questionnaire, just to get additional information. Its marketing consent is in there. It asks for the partner's name, approximate guest numbers. It asks for the physical email address. They can also cancel their booking from that link. But that will give you some additional information. So I do recommend you take advantage of that. Helps you prepare for that. So you can use that hyperlink here. But the rest of the wording on these examples, change it. Make it your own. But use the tokens as you wish. Of course, that's at the lightning bolt here as well. They're going to be a little bit different. You now have appointment ones, appointment date, appointment title, whatnot. So you have that ready. Then we want to go ahead and do the appointment reminders. These are going to be automatic emails that you will schedule to go X days before the appointment. These can be based off of event type and appointment type. So you can have one reminder for your wedding viewings, a different reminder for corporate viewings, different reminder for wedding planning meetings, etc. And again, you're going to use the tokens and you can use the briefs. Whenever you see example of in the name, those are the example emails we're providing you as default. They are purposely written poorly. So go in and make these your own. Don't just use ours and say, oh, good enough. Like, this is your chance to really build your brand and tell a story about who you guys are and setting expectations of the experience that people are going to have with you. And of course, checking the right footer, attachments if you need it. On the appointments, links to Google Maps, tips on parking, things to be prepared for, what to expect, questions we're going to answer, have your answers ready kind of thing. So the more information here, the more value you're bringing to your customers. And then the last ones we're going to worry about for the sales process is your custom emails. Now, custom emails are the emails that you can select and see before they're sent. These do not need to be completely written or, full emails. These can be emails that are partially written that you're going to put in personalized touches on. Because again, you will see these before they are sent. But these emails should follow your sales process. So this is where you should have your inquiry follow-up 1, follow-up 2, follow-up 3, or nurture 1, nurture 2, nurture 3. the viewing follow-ups, your follow-up after open house, whatever those custom emails are. If you are constantly sending an email about your fireworks policy, have it pre-written as a custom email. So if somebody asks that question, you just pop in that template and it's already written for you. So those paragraphs that you find yourself writing every single day, have pre-written for you. Using the name to be very clear as to what that email is. Of course, the subject is what they see, the customer sees. You can pop in logos if you want to, photos, make it really engaging, your footer, etc., and utilizing tokens to pull through their names. So we're helping you work smarter, not harder. And the last one of the custom emails that you want for the sales process is the date on hold. So you can have a date on hold confirming that a date's been held with your policy. So, hey, your date's been held for the 6th of June, 2026. It will be held for 7 days. If at which point, we were not under contract, you'll lose your date or whatever the case may be. So you have that information here. Utilizing tokens to pull through what that event date is. And you can have event date, which is just going to be like 6/6, 2026, or event date long, which will be Saturday, the 6th of June, 2026. So you can be clear on that. And then even ceremony dates and times are going to be pulled through. So all of that's ready. Always hit save. And then you'll be ready to go to run emails. One quick thing on the calendar for the automatic emails, your appointment date. So if you want to set up an automatic email for that viewing one, it's going to be appointment start date, when, before that by 3 days or whatever you want to do. This one's only going to go to weddings. You can send after a specific time if you don't want it to be sent at midnight. It kind of gives you the sense of a little bit less automation. And this will be for showgrounds. And then you choose which one you want. So you can go ahead and get that scheduled. And you can always pause by hitting the pause button. And that is setting up your templates for your sales process.